We are go. All right.
That was a different intro than usual.
Well, yeah, it's from the movie.
I know. I was expecting your awesome song.
No, that's too bad. What is it that we say about assuming things? That's kind of like expecting to.
It makes an ass of you and her.
Yep.
Not
Fuck
me.
off, both of you.
So, hi, Christian. It's good to see you, buddy. Long time no see.
Hey, Chris.
And he has been a member for 39 months. 39 months. Let's see who else is here. Gambit is here. Good morning, Gambit. And that's it right now. And we don't have a Pope or a Joe today.
Yes, Joe is.
I'm assuming Pope his work schedule may have changed. He doesn't talk. I did hang out with him the other night with Christian on his show. And boy, I think he and the other gentleman were like 6 sheets to the wind. They were fun. No, they were fun. That was an entertaining night. We did get some good commentary on and about the music of I just forgot his name. Silver Bullet Band.
Good. No. Bim, 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 boom, bim, bim, bim.
Bob Seger. We were talking about Bob Seger, and you know, and I basically I said, look, he was what hurt him. He couldn't understand. I don't think he could ever understand that he was a bar band, a really good one, but he was just a bar band, and he kept trying to remain relevant. And it's like, you can't do that. You're a bar band. There's certain bands that are just not gonna. Like George Thorogood thought that too. He had like one really big hit and thought, well, no, you're a fucking bar band. Stop trying to be a pop band. You're not. Showing off the length of your membership. I like that one.
As long as that's only length you're showing off.
And okay.
I'm trying to put it up because I saw it. I was trying to put it up. Chuck Norris once went to a feminist rally. He came back with a sandwich and his shirt ironed. Yeah, this is a good week for Chuck Norris jokes. And I just kind of like the idea of doing those while we celebrate his birthday. And it's kind of funny. Like, is there any joke about him being born?
I don't think so.
I think
I love that he likes Chuck Norris jokes.
And for you, sir, I'm going to play the intro again because I like that video. It just makes me laugh. The thumbs up thing. Like in a firefight, you take time to do that.
Yeah. And that's why that guy got killed.
Also, by the way, I extended the ending of that with the thumbs up. I made him, I held on to him just a little longer. So thank you, Christian, for the $5 Canadian, man. Deeply appreciate every little bit helps.
The fuck are you talking about?
Who?
Gambit.
What?
Oh. Yeah, I can see why. It wasn't in context. It's a harmless comment, this one, but YouTube hold it because yes, sounds kind of wrong, but it's an addendum to this one. Yeah, so it was.
Oh yeah, that's why he had conflict within the Chinese community. Yeah, and it led to his sparring match with the. Oh shit, I forgot the guy's name now.
The Triads. Oh,
No, the guy's name
Yeah.
that he had to fight. Why does Superman wear his pants over his leggings? Because Chuck Norris told him to.
I like that.
Okay, I like that one, Glenn. Good morning, by the way, buddy. Man, I am so sorry things suck over in England right now. I was talking about the way it was before.
England, try the whole world. And
Oh,
we have
man.
Andy Morrow. We just need one more Briton here to have a trifecta.
Yep.
Okay, here you go. Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He stares them down until they give their information to him.
Yeah.
Time waits for no man unless that man is Chuck Norris.
That's another good one.
Let's see. Chuck Norris later became known for playing the main title character in the Western TV series Walker, Texas. Hey, Texas Ranger. Good morning, Slasher Fred.
Wong Jackman.
Yeah, I think I just made up one in my head. Is that okay? Wong Jack, yeah, Wong Jack Man. That's the dude. Yep, that's the dude, Martin. Thanks, Gambit. Chuck Norris can slam a revolving door.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand the meaning of BC AD. Basically, BC stands for before Chuck. Let's see. Glenn, Andy, Slasher, Fred, Gambit, and Christian. Okay, checking out who's all here. James is here. What's
Hi,
up, James? Good morning. So we're going to be talking about this movie. I enjoyed the shit out of this movie. I actually like Chuck Norris's action films. I really do. There was just a lot of fun back in the day.
I like the choice of background that makes you his head.
Yeah, I know. Chuck Norris's face. Because right now I'm where his head should be.
Exactly where his head should be. It's funny.
What the fuck?
I have no idea what that means.
The Mac. That sounds.
That's the death touch. Yeah, I know what it means. One, we never learned it in martial arts where I was trained. I learned it from watching, Chuck Norris and Jean-Claude Van Damme and Sho Kosugi movies back in the 80s. I never watched the Michael Dudikoff films. I didn't really think much of him. But in the 80s, going into the later 80s, there was, what's her name? God, she was good. Female martial artist movies. 1980s, because they threw a whole bunch of names at me. There it is, Cynthia Rothrock. Man, she was hot. And when Chuck Norris's wife got sick, he gave up on acting. He spent 12 hours a day by her bedside. He spent 12 hours a day by her bedside. He would read and feed her.
That's sweet.
That's the worst Chuck Norris joke I've ever heard. Just telling you. That is not a punchline. And feed her.
There's a sequel to this?
Kick butting in shows like Magnum PI and MacGyver. Well, Magnum PI was the first show on television to ever show Vietnam vets in a positive light. Other shows always showed him as broken.
Yeah, but he can't fight. Magnum loses every
We don't
fist
get
fight
into
he
that.
gets
We don't.
into.
I don't want to get into that because you're going in the wrong direction of what I'm trying to say. But everybody knows that Magnum PI cannot fight worth a crap. But he won us over, and he became kind of he and Tom Selleck became kind of a semi-hero to me because I really liked him. I liked the fact that he was a military veteran, and that they went out of their way to make Vietnam vets look good. Shows like Trapper John MD made them look like they were what's the word I'm looking at? Outcasts, not part of society. All of them were what is it? Miscreants. They made Vietnam vets look like they were damaged and basic miscreants. And I got sick of that shit. And even as a kid, I was aware of it. But I didn't like MacGyver either. I never watched it, not one episode. Oh, dude, no. Burt Reynolds lose that fight. Best mustache is Thomas Magnum, or Tom Selleck. By the way, a little bit of information for you. The gentleman who composed that song for him, I'm forgetting his name right now, but pianist. He was friends with Tom Selleck.
So it was easy for him to write that
went
music.
to high school together. They were schoolmates. Yeah, and when he wrote the theme, Anima and I were so surprised to learn this, that he wrote the theme about Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck is the theme song. That was a song he wrote about Tom Selleck. And that's the theme to Magnum PI. And I fucking love that. That he was so fucking ingrained into that character that theme song was written for him.
He was Magnum.
And it wasn't really the first year that song came about. That was the second season. And it wasn't even the first of the second season. But I was glad that they changed that song because I fucking hated the original opening theme song. I just fucking hate that song.
I already forgot the original.
Yeah, nobody wants to remember it. It's not memorable. I put Tom Selleck's mustache ahead of Bert's because he had a cool mustache, but it was nowhere near as thick and manly as fucking Tom Selleck's. Jesus Christ, that guy's mustache is ridiculous. Great opening theme tune, yeah, baby. It's the guy that wrote like Hill Street Blues and Greatest American Hero, and I can't fucking think of his name. Wait, let me go back to read that. Chuck Norris played himself in the '93 underrated movie Sidekicks, which had also starred the late Jonathan Brandis. It was about this bullied kid who fantasizes about fighting with Norris. Yeah, I remember the movie. Not a fan of it. James Hong plays the evil general who has sent Chuck's character to the pit. In fact, you have two Blade Runner actors in this movie. The film was shot the year after Blade Runner came out. And so you've got James Hong and Emmet Walsh, who played the part of Harry Bryant in Blade Runner. And of course, James Hong is famous for playing Chu, the eye engineer, the guy who makes, I only make eyes. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, Gambit.
Come on.
Let's see.
I've only been using this a million times on this channel, but okay.
Okay, here's another good one. When God said, "Let there be light," Chuck Norris said, "Say please." And here's another one. In the beginning, there was nothing. Then Chuck Norris roundhouse kicked nothing into and told it to get a job. There you go. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Okay, here we go. Chuck Norris has a mug of nails instead of coffee in the morning.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Yeah, I've never read these before, so some of them I've heard before, but I opened up a list on Parade magazine, the best Chuck Norris jokes. And now, Gary, you're like, you make me wonder, Gambit. Yeah, you do quite often, buddy. It's not a one-time thing. There was an episode of Magnum PI called Novel Connection, which was a crossover with the classic TV series. Oh, no, I watched that. I actually watched one episode of Murder, She Wrote, and it was the crossover episode. It was not worth it. It's like if you go and watch the crossover episode with was it Riptide, I think, because they came on Magnum PI, and then the story carried over onto their show, and it was just not worth it. And I loved that show. It was just for some reason not a very good episode. And Emmet Walsh is Freddie. He's already friends with him. They've known each other since the Vietnam War, and I like that they got that history, and that Walsh feels put upon by Chuck Norris all the time. Like, you tricked me into this. You didn't tell me everything. Like he was going to say no, because that's the thing about the character, is he was going to say yes no matter what.
He says at some point, he said, "You knew I wasn't gonna let you go alone."
Yep.
And then he moves the timestamp from 12 hours to 14. When he's in, his kids in the game say, no, wait 14 hours.
I do like that scene where you see Walsh on that fucking M60. That was pretty sweet. Yeah, 1984 was a good year for movies too. Not as good as 1982, but pretty damn close. I mean, we got Ghostbusters. Great. It was a great year for film. It just didn't have the reason why I say 82 is better is not because the movies are better. There are more of them in 82 than there were in 84.
Yeah, 82 also got you me.
Well, yes, of course, you came into existence. Thank you, Chuck Norris. He drop kicked you into the universe.
No.
Well, that's what I heard.
There, even my cat calls out your bullshit.
That's not what she said.
You don't
and
know.
By the
that.
way, that accent you're trying to figure out, he's actually French. He's not an American actor.
Okay, that didn't sound French.
You can call him out, but I'm telling you, he's French.
I can usually tell a French accent. I couldn't with him.
Meow, meow.
Meow, meow. I like that one. So let's see. Share screen. So I thought I'd show you a couple of images here real quick. This one here, of course, is James Hong. It hit right before he's dead. It was right before Chuck Norris kills him. And he, of course, was Chew in Blade Runner. And then we get where's your dad? I know it's in here somewhere. There's Munchies and Crunchies in here somewhere. What movie is that from, Gambit? Here he is with Chuck at the bar scene after he's agreed to join him. And Emmet Walsh, of course, was Captain Harry Bryant, Deckard's former boss. You know, I sat down and just destroyed the argument about Deckard being a replicant, like
Again?
in one sitting. Yeah, I said people get into this fucking thing with me, and I said, so let me get this straight. They made a replicant to fight other replicants that can't fucking fight. On top of that, they put up this whole backstory for some fucking reason where he has to be rehired. So everybody has to be in on it. That it's not just Bryant, but Gaff too have to be in on it. I said, you're doing a conspiracy backwards. It's stupid. That if they made him one, they would have had him still already working for the police department. It's stupid to have had him quit. Like, that makes no fucking sense at all. At all. Don't sit there and try to make it make sense. It won't. That doesn't make any sense. It's the stupidest idea ever. And that's directed at Ridley Scott because it was a stupid fucking idea that he came up with that was never in the script. And he always apologizes for that on set. Like, yeah, just ignore me. It was a bad idea on my part. And everybody's like, okay, will you stop doing it? No, it's just my thing. It's what I do. Come up with bad ideas. And he admitted to it. One day, Chuck Norris drank a beer that was brewed incorrectly and it gave him indigestion. Then he farted. That is why we have global warming. I Country Shape Media. Another country which was a homosexual college coming of age drama with Rupert Everett went. Well, he was done because Hollywood, well, certain people found out that he was gay, and that's why he was taken off that short list for James Bond. No, let's see, let's get this thing going. So just a little bit of trivia for you. This was originally not supposed to be the first film. This was originally the second film. But Canon didn't like the second script as well. They liked this one. So they produced this film first. And basically, they shot the films out of order. So the second movie, which is, of course, Missing in Action 2, is actually the first film, supposed to be. It was supposed to.
Are the other two movies any good?
I like them. I do. I think this is the better story. But character, as far as the character goes, I thought they were just as good. My favorite Chuck Norris movie from the 80s, which we will be doing, is Lone Wolf McQuade. It is a great fucking little film. You have your two lead actors that don't like each other in real life, having to fight at the end. One a real martial artist, the other one not, but was famous for being in the TV series Kung Fu. And that's, of course, what's his name? Carradine. Richard, not Richard. What is it? Is it Richard Carradine? No, it's not Richard. Fuck, I forgot his first name. Yeah, I'm not expecting any help from you guys, so.
Good.
So yeah, it was called Missing in Action 2: The Beginning, and I think the third one had the name Braddock in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Braddock Missing in Action 3 came out in '88. I enjoyed all fucking three of them. His best movie though, as far as actual filmmaking goes, is Code of Silence, which was directed by the same guy who directed Andrew Davis, that directed Above the Law, and then later did Under Siege, and then went on to make the Fugitive with Harrison Ford. He's a very good fucking director. And that's just, you see what happens when you hire an actual real fucking movie director. You get good films with even Chuck Norris. And I say
Okay.
like good, like quality filmmaking, not just a fun movie.
Okay.
You keep
You
saying
have
things like what?
David Carradine, Keith Carradine, Robert Carradine, Bruce Carradine, and Chris Carradine. So pick your Carradine.
Well, I don't know Bruce or Chris. I
So it
only
must
know the
be
ones that are movie actors.
Keith
You've got
and Robert.
Keith, Keith is the only one left. And his other two brothers that were movie actors are now dead.
Well, Bruce was an actor. He passed away on 2016.
Wait, why are you bringing that movie up for this? Explain yourself, Slasher. Yeah, David Carradine is the brother found dead in a closet with a belt around his neck. They tried to make it sound like it was just a sex thing, but I've begun to believe in some of the conspiracy theories on that.
That someone did that to him?
Yeah, that he was murdered. Gremlins, Beverly Hills Cop, Romancing the Stone. I do believe it may have been death by misadventure, as it is claimed in his death certificate, death by misadventure, but not by his own hand. I believe that he died when things got rough. And I think that the people involved with that woman covered it up because they are pretty mob-like there where he was at in Thailand. Gremlins, Beverly Hills Cop, Romancing the Stone, Temple of Doom, Dreamscape, Philadelphia Experiment, Karate Kid, Never Ending Story, Pope of Greenwich Village, Once Upon a Time in America. All good films, not in the same area as what came out in '82. Just not going to happen. And those are all good films. They don't compare. You got Conan the Barbarian. You've got fucking Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, the greatest Star Trek film ever made. You got a piece of shit movie called E.T., which I fucking hate. You had Blade Runner. Oh my God, there's so
You
many.
had way too much fun watching E.T. when we were discussing it.
I really did enjoy it, but don't fucking tell too many people that. You know, stop bringing that up.
Just calling you
I don't
out on
wanna
your
be known
bullshit.
for having. Look, I still don't like that film exists. So, fuck you.
Fuck you.
And so anyway, Braddock was inspired by the Graduate character Benjamin Braddock, played by Dustin Hoffman in the film The Graduate. And the producer's idea was to create a Vietnam War hero with the name of a lazy California student. He thought that was funny. The concept of the film originated from a treatment written by James Cameron in 1983 for the film Rambo First Blood Part 2 that was floating around Hollywood at the time. This explains why there are so many similar fucking plot lines in this film to the Rambo franchise and the Missing in Action film series itself. Representatives from Canon Group said Cameron's script served as an inspiration to the film and subsequently produced and released the first two Missing in Action films 2 months before the release of Rambo First Blood Part 2 in order to avoid copyright violation lawsuits. And we all knew that at the time. We're like, there's no way that that's like so like lightning in two bottles. Like, come on. It's not like Armageddon versus Deep Impact, where, you know, that was actually in conversation at the time. Asteroids or meteors coming towards Earth being destructive. And it wasn't the first film to deal with it either. There was the movie Meteor with Sean Connery and the Carl Malden and fucking all-star cast back in the 70s. Anyway, so Norris said that he was approached to make the film by Lance Houle, who had scripted about American POWs in Vietnam. Norris was enthusiastic as he wanted to pay tribute to his brother Wayland, because Wayland was killed, I do believe, in combat in Vietnam. He died there. And other Vietnam films have tried to get Norris. However, Norris got numerous rejections when he did try out for them. Norris said he tried to instill a positive attitude about Vietnam War by making the film, but also said that Vietnam itself was a tragic mistake. Well, it's not a mistake because we had a treaty and by law we had to defend Vietnam. We didn't want to. We just sent advisors in because we didn't want to get embroiled in this conflict between the North and the South. But eventually we ended up getting pulled into it thanks to the fact that we had Green Berets and other special forces teams there. Anyway, Chuck commented on his own political direction, quote, "Look, I'm conservative, a real flag waver, big Ronald Reagan fan. I'm not so much a Republican or Democrat. I go more for that man himself, Ronald Reagan, because Reagan says what he thinks. He's not afraid to speak his mind, even if he may be unpopular. I want a strong leader, and he is a strong leader. And ever since he has been in office, there has been a more positive, patriotic feeling in this country." And he did kind of revive that. The other thing is like the gentleman that's in office now wasn't a politician, really. He became a politician out of pure necessity because he was getting sick of what he was seeing in California and became governor. And once he became governor, they're like, "Dude, you're fucking awesome. You need to be president." And I like how, again, everybody fucking would say that, "Oh, Nancy Reagan runs the country because he's good at Alzheimer's." I'm like going, he didn't get diagnosed with Alzheimer's until his last year in office. Fuck off. And he didn't show any dementia while in office, unlike some white-haired buffoon I can say the name of, but I'm going to avoid. But I love Chuck, man. Chuck's a good dude. And I like that he was never afraid to be himself. And if studios didn't want him, he didn't fucking care. He made money. He was rich. So filming was to have started in St. Kitts, which is the St. Christopher Island, I think is what it is, in the West Indies, back in 1984, January of '84. But the films ended up the films ended up being shot in the Philippines. According to Norris, quote, "I'm not quite as anti-government as Rambo is. When the helicopter comes to rescue Rambo and the American MIA, missing in action, characters, and then leaves them stranded, I found that really unrealistic. There's not an American pilot alive who would leave them there. They'd have to shoot me to stop me from picking them up because I'd be dead inside if I didn't do it." And it's true. You do see moments in history that have been depicted even in film where you get some guys that are like, "We don't want to go back in there." And that, of course, is We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson. But there was the main pilot that was making the other pilots get angry because he kept going back and he goes, "I'm not fucking leaving them there and you're a fucking coward." But it wasn't all of the other pilots. It was really just this one. And you got to read the book to see the real context over that shit. Oh my God, dude. That is one of my favorite fucking stand-up moments. Him standing up on a stage with Ronald Reagan sitting below him. And it's just so fucking funny. Jay Chataway later scored the cult horror trilogy Maniac Cop. Chuck is a super mellow dude. Yeah, he's like, he doesn't get loud. He's soft-spoken. And I like that about him.
Yeah, it's like Bronson, same thing.
Except for, look, Bronson could actually act, whereas Chuck can't. But Chuck has the weirdest fucking man. He's got an unmanly, manly voice. Like, I'm not gonna give him this done. The way he talks, that talking really quick down here, really tiny. Like he doesn't even move his mouth much when he talks. Listen here, Mister.
Yeah, but you don't want to cross him.
But what's funny is with Chuck Norris is once he grew the mustache, man, and then the beard, his mouth was hidden, but he actually did move his mouth. He just was not a very good actor. And like his best performance and best film, like I said, is Code of Silence, that's one of our films this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie, dude. And I do like he did a horror film too.
Yeah. Silent Rage.
Silent Rage.
I have never seen. All my friends in high school, they saw it. I haven't. And I'm
That's
waiting.
Saturday.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah,
if you like
Saturday.
Chuck Norris, you got to watch that film, man. You got to watch it. The film did fairly well at the box office. It's like it was shot on a shoestring budget of 2.1 million, but it's argued that it could be 3.9. But either way it goes, it made $22.8 million in the box office. And then, I mean, it was once the home box office thing started with, home video. Oh, and I still get angry that we don't get enough information about what they make, because to me, that's yes, I'm going to make the joke here. Backdoor profits in filmmaking is just criminal. It's criminal, dude. That doesn't get reported publicly most of the time, and I dislike
It's
that.
weird.
I think it's mob tactics. It really is. Maniac Cop, yeah. I watched all of them. Not because I wanted to, but because Jason is a fan, my buddy Jason Pankoki. And we did a massive fucking watch all the movies weekend. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to drink a lot to get through this weekend. The concept of the film originated from yeah, I've already brought that up.
Guys, I'll be back. See you in a couple of minutes.
Alrighty.
Oh no.
VHA. Oh crap! I gotta go. I'll be right back, honey. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah, but this would be a perfect time for my shit to lock up.
Dude,
yeah,
don't
that
jinx
thing
it.
at the time was one of the most rented films. The Name of Braddock was inspired. Yeah, I've already told this story. Yeah.
Well, you keep bringing them up.
No, I brought that up.
Oh, so you said it, and yeah, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. Critical response. Norris said one of the biggest thrills of his life came when he went to a theater to see Missing in Action, and all the people stood up and applauded at the end of the film, which is similar to the story from Bruce Lee at the end of The Big Boss, when he was scared that people were going to like it, but they stood up at the end of the movie after the credits and applauded.
Yeah.
And they show it in the movie. And the fact is, other countries, not the United States, tend to be a little more disciplined about when they applaud. And so they actually watch the entire end credits before standing up and applauding.
Yeah, you don't get that over here.
And so there's this scary moment that they were silent during the outro credits, And it's like, oh my God, they fucking hated the movie, but they didn't. They fucking loved it. Hey, I see Davey is here.
The only time I had a reaction in a movie theater was in Ireland. And it was Titanic when she spat in his face. They cheered. But other than that, movie audiences are pretty silent here.
Yeah, well, it was like that for years, even at concerts. But now Europeans act like Americans at concerts. And because I've seen concerts over there over the last 40 years, it's drastically changed. I watched.
You really can't say that about the
No.
Europeans. It's so different. Go to a classical concert in fucking
Hold on,
Portugal.
I'm still telling
They
my
have a
story. I'm
party.
still telling my story. You interrupted the story. So I watched the entire concert film of Sting, that was shot in Paris, and the people just applauded and were. I mean, they weren't doing it during songs, but they were bursting out in cheers after each song, which was really caught me off guard. And that's back in what? That was 84, I think, wasn't it? 83, 84? Bring on the Night.
No idea.
What year is it? Bring on the Night. Now go ahead with your story about Portugal.
I was surprised to attend a classical concert in Portugal and people were having a party. Like children running around and they were clapping along. And man, you don't do that where I live.
Oh, no,
You
it was
sit and you
85.
listen.
So 1985 was the first time I ever saw or heard a European audience get noisy. And I just like, because
During concerts like Sting, fuck yeah, they do. That's the kind
the
of concert
movie
where
was,
you interact.
yeah, Bring on the Night was 85. And fuck, man, I love that movie. My favorite scene in that is when Branford reads a local newspaper about Sting's parents, and it brings up his actual name in the article, Gordon Sumner, and Branford starts calling him Gordy.
What? Oh god.
You don't do that to Sting, and Sting does
No.
not look happy. And like when he did it, it was funnier than shit. And I'm sure after the camera is cut, he's like, "Don't ever do that again."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It became like a Bond villain at after the cameras were off. I can't have you killed, which is kind of interesting this year, since the year of Living Dangerously had been filmed in the Philippines in '82. Yeah, and boy, that movie, oh, Peter Weir is a fucking good director. With a virtually Aussie crew that Peter Weir and Mel Gibson brought with them. Yeah, buddy. Sigourney Weaver was really good in that. And what's her name? The short lady from NCIS Los Angeles. She plays a man in that, and she won an Oscar.
I keep forgetting her name.
She was also the school mistress for the Schwarzenegger Kindergarten Cop. And she really helped lend some gravity to that movie just by her presence. Linda Hunt, yeah.
Linda Hunt, yeah.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, Gambit said it, and I was like, there we go. That's what it was. Vietnamese.
I was looking her up.
Viennese takes classical concert very seriously. Oh, no shit, yeah.
Most of Europe
virtually
does.
Aussie.
I've been to classical concerts all over Europe, and I never had an experience like the one in Portugal. That was new.
Well, Portuguese are just basically drunk Spanish people.
Yeah, that's what my sister said when she visited Portugal. Portuguese sounds like drunk Spanish.
Now I'm going to tell you that when they were selling him the boat, I don't care what that thing was made of. I don't care if it was steel or if it was like sheet metal or Kevlar, which they didn't say correctly in the movie.
Yeah, he fucks that up.
It would have still left marks for every single round that hit it, and it would have done damage. It would have done little chips here and there. So I found that really goofy, but I love that fucking pontoon boat. It is really fucking cool.
It is such a cool boat, yeah.
That is a fast boat, and it's basically similar to what would become the fast boats used by Navy SEALs and quick boats, fast boats, and basically they are not bulletproof. But I love that they also painted on the flying tiger-looking teeth. The shark teeth. It looked really fucking cool.
Yeah, it did.
With a mounted M60. You haven't seen Dutch audience. Prince loved the interaction with Dutch audience so much. He had his busloads moved to German concerts for the video of the Love Sexy tour.
Again, concerts like that are different. Of course, people will get loud.
Well, Linda Hunt played the short guy. Well, that's what I said.
No shit, Sherlock.
Are you watching the show, Gambit, or just?
I don't know. I think he's
the
doing his
show is
own
on.
show.
Yeah, he's like he's not listening to me at all. And the name of the short guy was Quan. Yeah. Look, man,
She can play anything.
The Year of Living Dangerously is a great film. Well, she cut her hair and she's dwarf. You know, she has dwarfism and she's just really fucking good. She's a great fucking actor. Janet Maslin of the New York Times wrote that it's possible from watching the film to come away with the misimpression that Mr. Norris has not said a word. He does talk, of course, but his real eloquence is exclusively physical, not verbal. Oh no, women liked looking at him. That's a fact. The shirtless scenes in this, I don't think that actress was really trying that hard to look like she was interested. I think she absolutely thought he was hot. My big thing is like hairy. Some women like the hairy chest. Like I think they look weird when people are too hairy. Tom Selleck's the same way. You know, women I'm sure will look beyond it because fucking Tom Selleck, fucking Chuck Norris, right?
Yeah.
But if you're like a schlub looking dude, you know, with a beer belly, fucking construction worker, you know, with a big hairy fucking chest and paunch, women aren't going to be too excited by that. They're going to be kind of grossed out, and they go, "Do you think you could wash that before I touch you?" This is the single hero moment in the fucking movie, and I got to tell you, man, I remember being in the audience seeing this for the first time. It was like, fuck yeah. I mean, that's what your fucking head says. I'm like, oh, you know, oh. I remember making an audible sound watching this. Oh, you know, fucking coming up out of that fucking water with that M60. And I'm sitting there going, there's no fucking way he could fire that. But God damn it, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said fuck yeah when that happened yesterday.
It's fucking cool.
Very satisfying.
Yeah. I would absolutely make sure I drain my fucking barrel before I tried firing that thing. Shake it out. Would not try to fire it.
You're talking about Chuck Norris here. He doesn't need to do that.
The gun's afraid to not work.
Yeah.
Also, the Sign of the Times concert video was shot at the venue near me, where I went to Ahoy in Rotterdam. A mate of mine was at the concert. It's hard for me to fucking read these because the screen player is visible and blocks it.
Yeah, I don't understand why sometimes it does it and sometimes it doesn't. Like now.
Oh, James has got to go. Hey, man, take care. Thanks for dropping by, man. Saying hi.
Bye.
See you, buddy. And I got to tell you, I know that, look, man, these guys would not look like that. I will tell you that POWs would be skinny as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And they would have lost a lot of muscle mass. Because a lot of people don't know when you begin starving, your body begins eating muscle before fat.
Atrophy.
Times concert. Okay.
Also, they were locked up in really tiny spaces. We've seen that in movies. So, not moving around much.
And by the way, the Chuck Norris jump, the famous one off the gun tower, is, of course, a fantasy scene in a dream he's having. And it is absolutely a escicide moment that he's going down to die with those grenades, killing the bad guy or bad guys with him.
Yeah. He's angry, man.
So angry.
Uh-oh.
Up, pause it, please. So we can play this.
He did it.
Is that even in here?
Boy, I don't know. Sander, you better wait until Martine comes back before you request your video.
I'm not seeing it in there. No. I'll look. He forgets to set up each studio before starting the show.
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
We're back to this one now. All right.
So there you go, Sander.
I will tell you something really cool here is if you are curious about the kill count for this movie, I'll give it to you here in a second.
Okay.
Fucking uploads. There we go.
Only 70?
That's a lot of fucking kills.
I know, but
I mean, he got more kills in this movie than Michael Myers across all of his films.
oh wow.
Halloween movies. It's a fucking lot of kills.
I wouldn't have been surprised though if it was more.
If you were aware, there was an alternate scene in the movie. And it was for the ending, was the Chuck Norris death scene. That's him dead at the end of the movie. I'm kidding. It never happened. Chuck Norris doesn't die at the end of the
No,
movie.
he doesn't.
That's the scene where he wakes up from that nightmare at the beginning of the film. And I'm going to show you something really kind of fucking cool here. A lot of people don't know is that Canon had the rights to Spider-Man at the time, which is why there is the Spider-Man animated cartoon scene. So basically, the Spider-Man scene is notable because Canon had just secured the rights from Marvel, and but it also led to a scene in the film, which I will show you in a second. Here it is. And it would soon after launch into a failed campaign to have Joseph Zito direct a big budget Spider-Man movie. That was their idea, which is what became He-Man or Masters of the Universe instead of Spider-Man, because they were losing money. And let's see, where's it at? Here it is. So it would lead to this scene in the movie. After all that shit, we see Chuck Norris climbing a wall like Spider-Man.
Yeah, he really is like a spider.
And that was in there on purpose as a nod.
Sander says it has more deaths than Total Recall.
Yeah. Sorry, but yeah, there's a lot of fucking killing in this movie. Now, the competition here is, were there more kills in this or in Rambo 2? You know,
That's a good question.
Now, I do want to bring something kind of cool up. That scene in the bar with Emmet Walsh is so cool because the bargaining chip is Emmet Walsh needs help because he's getting his ass kicked, and he has to keep dropping his price down until Chuck fights and fights with him and saves him from the other dudes. And I thought that was fucking hilarious that he has to chip down his price. And it's so the boat scene when he's making the Frenchman drop his price down is not the first time. This is actually the first time that he does that. So he won't help him in the fight until he drops his price down. I like that. That was another one of
Rambo
those
2
funny
wins, by the way. It has
Does it?
76. Yeah, 76.
Let me tell you, that's not a fucking accident. And
No,
I
it's
shit
not.
you not, because Arnold Schwarzenegger is the one who finally coughed up the competition. The competition wasn't just between Stallone and Schwarzenegger. It was also with Chuck Norris. Because both of them were watching the Chuck Norris shit, wanting to make sure that he doesn't outdo them either. And I'm not fucking kidding, man.
They are very competitive.
And by the way, this is one of the shots here from the movie of the Spider-Man animated cartoon. This, of course, was the 80s cartoon, not the 60s. And I thought that was fucking cool. And by the way, those aren't dummy rounds. I mean, those aren't blank rounds. Those are dummy rounds. They're the fake M60 bullets, so they actually have the shells in the front. And I get pissed when I watch movies where they have the blanks in there. Chuck Norris, director Joseph Zito, and composer Jay Chataway, which we brought up Chataway earlier, Gambit and I, would reunite a year later on Invasion USA, which is another fun fucking movie. You even enjoyed that.
If only I would remember it.
It's the Christmas Chuck Norris movie where he's fighting the terrorists
Okay.
that invade the United States. Another
Blank. Sorry.
cool, a lot of people don't know this, is that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually in this movie as a stuntman. This
Yeah.
is breakthrough role in Bloodsport, but the reason he's in this movie is because he studied with Chuck Norris. When he came to the United States, he was already a martial artist, but he started studying with Chuck as his, teacher, and learned a lot of shit from Chuck Norris, and they were friends. And a lot of people don't know that. And of course, Van Damme is close friends with Stallone. Why? Because he broke onto his property when he was a nobody, and Stallone stopped to talk to him before he left. Voluntarily, he didn't have him arrested.
That's nice.
And as I mentioned earlier, what is that fire-looking thing? I didn't know what that was. I don't remember that in the movie. Anyway, the movie was dedicated to his brother, Wayland, who died in Vietnam in 1970. He died when the war was actually winding down because we had killed all the Viet Cong. All we were fighting from 1968 on was the North Vietnamese. And once Nixon pulled the gloves off and allowed us to bomb Hanoi and go into Cambodia legally, that's when we forced the North Vietnamese to come to the treaty discussions in Paris, the Paris peace talks, which worked. We got a treaty, and then our Congress defunded the war, and we were forced to leave Saigon, which led to millions being killed. The Khmer Rouge. And by the way, the Khmer Rouge were just like the North Vietnamese communists, but the North Vietnamese were like, man, those guys are crazy. We got to kill them. And so they did. The North Vietnamese killed the Khmer Rouge, murdered them all. Anybody who survived just went home and said, yeah, I'm done. That's not worth dying for. Worth killing for, not dying for. And this, of course, when they burst in, this is the end. What the fuck? I think Martin has done it again.
Oh, yeah, that looks like it.
Yeah, Martin, you messed it up. That was actually the end of the movie.
He's not back yet.
Yeah, now we're back. They're all. This is like he played 52 card pickup, but didn't put him back in order.
Yeah, because that's the beginning.
Yeah. I thought it was weird that we saw him jump off that gun tower again in the middle of that battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
so
weird.
Are we just not using the slideshow then?
There's no point to it. It's like,
yeah.
That's fucking weird. That's really weird. Anyway. In many ways, I kind of like the Braddock film the best because it's straightforward commando stuff. Whereas the second film actually is the first story. It tells of him in the prisoner of war camp and all the shit that went down. And they made a mistake with the second film too.
What's
because they didn't have Zito directed, as I recall. And in the third film, that one was directed by Chuck's brother, Aaron Norris. Now, let me get to, there it is. Missing in Action 2. Yeah, that was directed by Lance Houle.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I don't think it's as good a film as this one, even though I do like it. I just don't think it's as good. And then the third film, if I recall correctly, was directed by Aaron Norris. Let me double check here. Invasion USA. There it is. Braddock Missing in Action 3.
Yep, directed by his brother.
Yep, Aaron Norris. Oh, but this is one of the films again where they use that mock-up to look like the Russian Hind. It's the same one that they used for Rambo, and it's used for what is it? Red Dawn. Same helicopter.
Oh, look who's here.
Bonjour, bonjour. I have to attend some grocery shopping. Man, get going, dude. Yeah, go get your groceries. We'll be here at least for another 50 minutes, 57 minutes, just talking. Our film strip's over, guys. I'm sorry. It happens every once in a while. Martin will make one of the slideshows and they're out of order. And it's an easy fuck up to make. I've done it. So there was a series called Canon Movie Tales, which were their own adaptation of many classic fairy tales. Yeah. But I think the canon maybe had a different meaning, like if something is canon, it's true. I don't know. Before there was the live action Spider-Man movies in the 1970s, there was a live action Spider-Man TV series. I watched it and I own it. Absolutely. I love that show. In fact, they took, I think, a total of 4 episodes and they would put 2 episodes together and they released them overseas as movies. So technically, there were live action Spider-Man movies back in the 70s. Going into the 80s because of that. It's sort of like what they did with Battlestar Galactica. But in that, they actually released it here in the US too. I remember going to the Victoria Theater at downtown Fredericksburg to see Battlestar Galactica for Christmas. It was fun. It's basically just the pilot episode.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
It's the best. Look, there are several really good episodes. So if we want to go back and watch Battlestar, I will actually only watch the best episodes with you
I'm
because
fine with that.
Aaron Spelling is a terrible writer when it comes to fucking sci-fi. He cannot write science fiction. I mean, I don't think if you put a bag over his head and then pulled the hammer back on a 45 next to his head, he could still write science fiction. I don't think he'd do it to save his life. I really don't. By the way, I want to point out, I really do like this background artwork. I'm going to remove this. That is a really good fucking painting.
Yeah,
I
like
really
that
like
too.
that artwork. How's everything over there in France? Man, you Europeans are in so much trouble. I feel bad. But I know that the governments are being heavily impacted by ours, and it's forcing their hands. And so they're trying to enforce certain policies, like in Britain in particular, where it's the worst. But I gotta say, France is in really bad shape. I hope you
Why
guys
is
get Macron out of there.
not the slasher running?
Because you scrambled it up.
Yeah, it's all scrambled. It's showing
What?
the ending, yeah, throughout. Yeah, it's all scrambled. We were like right at the top of the hour. I looked and it's the end of the movie, and I'm like,
And then it goes back to the very beginning when he wakes up from the
where he's
nightmare.
yeah, when he wakes up from the nightmare, and I'm like, oh shit, this is one of those videos. So no worries. I mean, it happens. I've done it, so it just fucking happens. Don't sweat it. We are in deep shit since Macron is president. In fact, I know you guys are right now, but are you guys fighting? You know, man, I tell you, this is why I tell people why we have our Second Amendment, so they can't pull that shit on us.
Dude, they closed down your fucking government for over a month. That's not going to happen over here.
That's
Shit like
different.
that.
That's actually using the law. That's using the law. It's a legal thing.
That should be illegal.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
should
care.
be, but it doesn't look good. It hurts people, but they know that they can do it.
Yeah.
And that's
I
why they
don't
do it.
care what party does it. That is
It is dirty baseball.
terrorism. That
Well,
you're applying
it's
mob
financial. If you be specific, it is financial terrorism. It is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you're not gonna give me what I want? Okay, then I close everything. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, this is like we tried to fight, and the answer to that is or question is with what, and that's the problem. We took our country from the beginning. We killed to get it, and we have been left with the Second Amendment to be prepared to kill to keep it or change it if it's necessary. So, but that's why we're so different from everywhere else. How many are here? We got 9 people watching. It's the slow ass day for people.
That's a slow Monday, yeah.
And I am curious, guys. Would you guys prefer this to be in the afternoon than in the morning? Let me ask that. I'll do a little questionnaire.
Well,
And
now
can
you don't
decide
have, now that you don't have KGRA anymore, it would be perfectly fine to do it in the afternoon.
I think so too. And I've been thinking about it for the last few weeks.
Well, the moment I move in with you, I would have been trying to convince you not to do a morning show anyway, because I hated that. When I was over there and we did the Monday show, way too early to be online.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person to begin with.
Well, you stay up all night working.
Well, I was up last night, but apparently for no reason. Go.
God damn it.
What?
We could probably have Pope on if it's in the afternoon because he works mornings.
Okay, I got all the original slides in the correct order. Then, when in the folder of the process slide, when they are all smudged on, they are generated out of order. So I'm gonna blame the smudging software.
So the software did it.
What the freak, man? Okay. I apologize profusely to our audience.
They're fine. We're still talking. We're having a good time here.
And I apologize for that too.
Can I announce the poll? The poll is up, guys. Would you like Military Monday in the afternoon or stay in the morning? Afternoon is one selection, morning is the other, and then there's no third option.
Hello, Manuel. Hello, Sandra.
By the way, when you left, Martin,
Yeah.
I pretended like I was having technical issues to scare Anima. Oh crap! I got to go too.
Yeah, didn't work.
God.
I called his bluff. I know this dickhead too well.
You heard it. She said she knows my dickhead too well.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Gary, fuck you.
You walked right into it. No, you didn't walk into it. You put all the pieces in place, Anima. You have no one else to blame except for yourself.
Neener.
And hello, Country Shape. Oh, you were on this movie. But not doing eyes.
I did make a joke about that last or yesterday when we watched it. What did I say? I said James Hong's character in this film, his hobby was to what's called bedazzle the alphabet letters with his brother when he was a kid. But sadly, he only did eyes.
Ah.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, the shit I suffer through.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
have no doubt you thought that.
That shit was funny.
Okay. James, what? It's 26, right? Not so.
What's that?
He's James. He's 97. James Hong,
Yeah,
97, right?
I
And
think that sounds right. Yeah.
he was. I don't know if you saw it. I saw it on Twitter. I think some footage of him this year in a convention dressed as Lopan.
I saw it too.
Oh
saw
my
that.
God, was awesome. And he was even in character talking to the fans like Lopan. Oh, that
He's
I
97,
only
yeah.
do eyes.
that guy is he's a treasure of humanity. I love him.
And he's still active at fucking 97.
Yeah.
That's insane. Some people just never retire.
But he loves it. Oh, look at that, Gary from the Power Rangers.
I'm having fun right now. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm playing around, guys. I shouldn't do that. But it's
No.
just I was like just sitting there because I'm looking at it while you guys are too, and I'm like, oh, that's funny.
By the way, where's Regis? We have Emmanuel, but we are Regisless.
Yeah, we are also snorty-less, and that is weird.
Yeah, that I knew Alpha wasn't gonna be here because he had a medical appointment, but yeah,
Yeah, he said that.
Snorri. Are you hearing silence? Are you lurking? Are you hunting?
I
He
have not
always
seen-
says hi. So I guess he's not here.
Come on, people. Please vote in the poll. We have
Maybe
only
it's
2
not a
votes.
very popular movie. Yeah, and one of them is mine.
Okay, we have only 1 vote. Because
Stop
Yeah,
going
there-
purple, Gary. Please.
I'm just testing because I can't. My background's not blurred, and I don't like that. I had to turn off my NVIDIA card because it was fucking with shit. And I don't have blur for background on here anymore. It's nowhere on here
That's
to
weird.
blur the background.
doesn't matter that your background is awesome and you have an eagle, you have the fucking Jupiter too.
Also, I have my Mr. Incredible from the
Yeah.
third film,
And
and
Grogu
that's
and
Darth
Enterprise B.
Vader. That is my other TARDIS. I have 2 TARDISes.
So
And, yeah,
retardus.
there's Baby Yoda, Grogu.
Yeah.
And of course,
Yeah, but
my-
with the bubble layout, we only see your head.
No, I see the eagle and the Jupiter and Mr.
Incredible.
Incredible.
There's more
I've
down
had-
below. I have the entire
That's what she said.
bobblehead, or not bobblehead. What are they called? Funko Pop
The Funko
Blade
Pops.
Runner figures. I have all the Funko Pop Blade Runner. I have Ash. I think it's Ash. It's.
Ash
I have
versus-
several.
yeah.
I have a few other movie ones that were given to me as gifts.
Here's something I
that?
never told you. I fucking hate Funko Pops. I think they look stupid.
Yes, they do.
I don't like them either. No, I don't like them. Those were given to me by Mac.
No,
Also, by the way, Rob, for my birthday or for Christmas, got me the Ash Evil Dead 2 figure.
I have that one. I only
And I
have
love it.
I have the Ash and the 2 versions of Pickle Rick and one from the anime Bleach. And
By the
180
way,
and 180 from Iron Maiden, is the Peace of Mind? Yes, the Peace of Mind album. And I just want 3 more Funko Pops. Dalek and He-Man on riding Battlecat and Skeletor riding Panther. And after that, I can be done with them.
did you hear how the action figures came about in order to save money? That the Battle Cat
Yeah,
is
it's
actually
a Jim, Action Jim.
Action Jim figure that they just painted
Yeah.
differently.
And somebody said, but it's too big. And then the guy say, well, make the character run him.
And the body too is from Action Jim too on He-Man. And Action Jim was a figure that I had as a kid. I got a few of those action figures. We had this one that had a karate chop. And I think that might have been Action Jim, that you push the button on the back and he karate chopped and broke things. It's fucking cool. I think that the thing that was most awesome when I was a kid was when they gave him G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip. So he could hold his weapons and shit. The problem was the rubber they had. Every time you moved the fingers out to put the weapon in, it would do damage right here on the rubber. And eventually it would tear and the fingers would fall off.
Question.
And that was the first time I ever intentionally shoplift, was to steal some Kung Fu grip hands off another G.I. Joe.
Did
I felt
we,
bad, went back and put money on the counter when the register girl didn't see me, the exact amount for the G.I. Joe. I felt bad. I suffer from horrible guilt. Is it because I'm Catholic? I don't know.
Okay, a question. Did we give Sander his Bakalakadaka?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That's when the show really got screwy because the other studios weren't set up and I had to go to the other studio. or room, however we call it, lobby, whatever the fuck that is. Also, by the way, the poster for Chuck Norris Braddock Missing in Action 3, terrible. Terrible poster. It's like early version of Photoshop or something. It's just so fucking bad. The Spanish, I think it is. No, the German. The German poster was pretty good. Here, I'll show it to you, share it with you. We'll go in there. The American one was just fucking garbage. Can you share that? Tell me when you do it.
Wait. Yeah. Sorry. What the fuck is that?
It's still pretty cool looking. I mean, it still kind of looks like Chuck Norris, but
No,
it's actual artwork.
it looks like Scott Bakula with a mustache.
This is the American one. Terrible fucking poster. Terrible poster. Terrible. I still don't like it.
Yeah, what the fuck were they doing with these posters?
See, I kind of like that one. But again, this is the German release.
I'm not gonna make a joke.
It's Jim Merman. It's Ethel Merman. It's kind of cool artwork.
Yeah.
You got look at his fucking arms, veiny as shit. Jesus Christ. Although when I look at that artwork, I suspect that artist probably makes money doing other veiny things.
Ugh.
There's that fake hind.
Oh
There's
my
the
God.
dolphin, man. That's the
That is
dolphin.
Airwolf.
Yeah. And I couldn't help but wonder at the time, like, how is Rambo not running into him? This character. Why isn't Rambo running into him? Because they're going into some of the same fucking areas, fighting some of the same fucking people.
Because Rambo is not on Earth 10161. 616.
My guess is that guy got it. Best gutting scene in a film? Anybody? Best character being gutted in a movie.
My favorite, the death of Don Chicho in Godfather 2. On a TV
problem,
show,
Joe.
on
It
a
was a
TV
shit
show,
today.
I would have to go with oh my God, the one with Chris Pratt when he's the Terminal List
Oh, fuck yeah. That's the one I was thinking of.
with the tomahawk and shit. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, that's the best one in the series. Absolutely. That's the winner. Joe is in the chat.
Yeah,
Hi, Joe.
I'm trying to say hello.
My
to him.
favorite is in the 2008 Rambo film.
Ah,
Because
yeah,
He
but
stabs him.
What?
When
No.
the guy turns, he walks right into his blade, and
I
then
don't-
he tears it to the right, and then kicks the guy back, and the guy
And
hits the hill. And the way they've shot it is he tumbled down the hill, but
Yeah,
then
but
they took it in After
asynchronously.
Effects. Hold on, that to get this effect, they slowed just on his body, the left side of his body or the bottom side of his body to the upper, so it rolls down at a different speed.
Yeah.
So fucking cool because the body looks like it ripped in half. It's fucking awesome.
I don't count that as a disembowelment because of that. I said no. This is on another level. This is almost a hacking in two.
And I didn't say disembowelment. I said gutting, and that is being gutted, where you cut across the gut or cut straight upward is gutting too.
When your guts fall out, basically.
Well,
And his
that's
guts were,
disembowelment. When they took
because
your
he
bowels.
sliced through his organs. I love some of the actors they get to play North Vietnamese or Viet Cong. Often are Chinese actors, but in this one they had some actors from the Philippines and Thailand in it. Because the guy
if
here,
you film there, you hire locals.
as I recall, what?
If you film there, you hire locals, of course.
There's one dude that, as I recall, I think he is from the Philippines in this. And I don't think it's him. But one of the officers is from the Philippines. And he has a like a rounder eye than your typical Asian eye. And that's because he's from the Philippines, because they have a lot of mixture of European blood there, Spanish blood specifically. Yeah, tell him we talked about it today.
Yeah, but
we talk about him all week, so I hope he makes it to one of our other shows.
Yeah, because I love talking about Chuck Norris too, because I fucking love him too. I just love Chuck Norris. Just one of my favorite fucking action actors. So let's go over to the photo section here, and we can begin flipping through their posters, which I just think that's a great fucking poster. I really do. I love the
yes,
artwork.
it is. I had that poster as a teenager in my room.
It's a beautiful painting, man. I don't like that one at all. And that just looks weird, the way that they changed the jaws.
Yeah.
So now
in
it
this one, he looks like he just shat his pants. I'm sorry.
This, I got to tell you right now, this was done with AI. See if we can get like, wow, Deutsch menu. All right, here we go. Some pictures from the movie. I like this shit. And Gullen, Globus fucking hate commies, and they hate the communists, and they hated all the Middle Eastern terrorists. So that's why they were so pro making movies showing terrorism. Don Mueang International Airport, Bangkok, Thailand.
Oh man, that scene.
One night in Bangkok. By the way, did anybody else notice that the architecture of whatever that palace was that he goes into where James Hong is hiding or sleeping, have the exact same parapets under, or the molding that holds up the balcony. So I'm like, it's clearly the same fucking building. They just shot it from a different angle or some shit. It was weird. This is him waking up from his nightmare. And I wanted to make a joke yesterday. I said, good God, look at the cooling fan on that PC.
Yeah.
Only fucking computer nerds would fucking laugh at that. So, because it's a fan. It's actually a fan, but it looks like a fucking tower. Look how thick that fucking thing is.
Yeah.
Question about PC cooling and shit. In all your years, have you ever been in that situation in which you have to open your case and aim a big ass fan to your processor?
I've never done that, but I do have this laptop when it was overheating. I have it sitting on top of a fan, and I have a fan pointed between the window and the computer, blowing cool air at it all the time. But finally got the fans working, but I've got another problem now. There's something wrong with the NVIDIA card that it's locking up on me. It's got some issues.
There is an error between monitor and chair.
No, go on. No, please. Everybody wants to hear your disrespect. All right, so we're Ho Chi Minh City here.
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing. Of course, these are American Jeeps. These
Oh.
are the old Willys Jeeps.
Yeah. In the dream sequence, I was, why is the Viet Cong using an M16?
And
60,
this looks like a real PT boat, like the old school boats they use. I love fucking Emmet Walsh, man. I love that guy. Is he still alive, isn't he, or did we lose him?
Let me check.
No, we lost him last year. God damn it. You know what my favorite role he was ever in?
2 years ago, actually. 24.
He's in a little film called The Jerk with Steve Martin. And
Oh,
he's
we
the
have
crazy
Snotty.
guy. He's the crazy guy trying to kill him.
Oh, finally,
Snorty.
Snorty. Well, where are you?
Here
We
we-
missed you.
Okay, here we go.
Now, this is what my beef with Chuck Norris is. He doesn't understand nuance. Like, he makes every single action he takes obvious. Like, when he turns and looks back at these guys, it absolutely should have been more subtle. It should have been like a casual look, like they wouldn't have even seen it, kind of thing. But no, he makes it super obvious that he's watching them. I hate this scene because right after one of the explosions, you see an American soldier stop and start looking around and up. And I'm like, nobody fucking stops in the middle of a river while you're getting mortared.
No.
Nobody.
And nobody does. Thumbs up in the middle of a firefight. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
now-
Hold on. Here it comes. This is for you, Snorty, because you missed it.
Okay. I can forgive it once you see that it's a dream sequence. You say, oh, okay. I can forgive that.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, a soldier having a gay dream like that, you know.
It reminds me of the Wing Chun in Big Trouble in Little China. They are fighting, and then they
say, hold on. What is it? It's this, I think, or like that at an angle or some shit.
every time they smack somebody, they do the signal to one another. Why?
Just fucking goofy. I think he did it because it is goofy. Carper's got a good sense of humor. So getting back to the photos here. Let's get back to this. So Emmet Walsh is like a cat when they get wet.
I hate that he dies. I was really hoping he'd make it out too.
Because this is the presidential building, but you see those sconces or what the fuck are those?
It's not
things?
the same building.
It's not the same balcony because it's different. When you see the close-up of him, it's different. And I'm like, that's the same ones on the fucking hotel. I'm like, oh, it's probably a pickup shot. And that was, it was more available to do that. Oh, we didn't get a close-up of you going into the balcony. Typical Raft. Yeah, some of the fucking shit in this is fun.
The scene previous
Okay,
to that,
I do have a complaint here. Like when he goes into his fucking room, how long was that guy in that fucking little closet? I mean,
that's commitment.
Yeah.
How long was he waiting for him? That was just so freaking weird. I'm like, good God, that's a long time to be in a closet. And he came out of the closet though. Yeah. So that's good. Proud of him.
Many people spend decades in a closet.
I know. And there's a junk. Oh yeah, great scene with James Hong. I only do eyes. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good low budget chase scene. They weren't able to destroy a lot of stuff, just that one cart.
But it's stupid that the guy, the hitman, didn't apply the brakes. No, he said, I think I'm gonna jump out of the pier.
I'll go with it to the end. And of course, that's where your slideshow ended. Like, not even halfway through the show, that's where your slideshow ended. And I'm like, okay, I'm ending it there. We're already there.
Well, at least you ended at the right moment.
Yeah.
the end of the movie.
Worst scene in the movie.
Oh my God, that was torture. Her singing that song. No, not singing, butchering that song.
She's not singing it.
No.
She is not singing this. It's sort of like,
You
man,
cannot call that singing.
when you hear the opening of the real song, it's obvious what song you're listening to. I'm sitting there going, what fucking song are they playing? And then she starts like singing off key, and I'm like, what the fuck is she singing? Like, I don't recognize the lyrics, even the way she's like, and then it's like, oh, Do You Think I'm Sexy by Rod Stewart. I'm like, oh man, why is this in this movie? It is really bad.
And why is it that only people who really don't know how to sing go to karaoke?
I mean, I've tortured a cat to death that sounded better than this. I never tortured a cat, ever.
I know you didn't.
Well,
I will tell you, the worst thing I ever did when I was young was there was a feral cat that wouldn't leave me alone. And I kicked him away from me. And he went flying about 15 feet. In other words, I didn't kick him.
Yeah,
I lifted him up with my foot and threw
it's-
him with my foot.
I know what you're referring to. You
Because I wouldn't kick an animal. I would never do that. Any animal. Not even a skunk who was about to pee on me. God damn it, man. That would suck. Like, I still couldn't kick it. I fucking like animals, care about animals so much. But I wanted that fucking thing away from me because it didn't look healthy. And I have always been a germaphobe. It's a real fucking thing. People who are afraid of getting
Germans.
I won't. Yeah, I'm afraid of fucking Germans. I hate, a quarter of my blood, or no, it's like an eighth of my blood is Germanic, French Germanic, right in that area. My family's from the Alsace-Lorraine.
You see, the Vietnamese have an M16. Why?
I didn't know Peter Gabriel was in this. He's doing the famous scene in the movie, In Your Eyes.
So Dorothy's asking about the singing sequence.
Hey, it's nice to know that light pole is FAA regulated. Oh, nobody knows. No, you guys don't get that joke. Don't know as much as me. Green light, red light on airplanes and such. Anything that can fly. That's FAA regulation. Why? Anybody?
Yeah, so you know if the plane that you're seeing is coming or going.
That's it. That's exactly why. Because if the green light is on the left and the red is on the right, it's coming at you or towards you. Oh, it is Yoko Ono band bad. Absolutely.
Well, at least she didn't yodel.
Is what she does called yodeling? Would that be qualifying?
No.
Oh man,
Yeah.
the Swiss must really fucking hate her.
Oh my God! I can't. You make severe damage to me with that video when she's starting to yell
Yeah,
and the guy.
I'll say- yeah.
Whoa!
Alsace-Lorraine, however it's pronounced, I always forget. I went there and I met both sides of the family, and all I get to say is about the German side, fucking hillbillies. They're fucking hillbillies. The French side, pretty okay. They're almost Amish level, but on the other side, fucking German side, they're fucking hillbillies.
If that's in France, it's Alsace.
Well, the French side, because that's the big debate in my family is with the spelling of our name. Is it from the side of the family that's related to Theodore Geisel? Because that's how our names were originally spelled. Oh, so technically, we're not related, but we're from my family, German side of my family. As I joke, like Welsh, Scotch, Irish, for the most part, like a majority. But there is like that somewhere between 4 and 8% from that area. And my dad and I went there together, and I was not ecstatic over meeting the German side. Oh, fuck off,
That's
man.
racist.
Yeah, that's racist.
Oh, that's just a region, Elsass-Lothringen.
Shut up, fucking cat. I've had
Okay,
enough of your shit. That cat argues with me all the time. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, she does.
Now that we're talking shit, let me pause for a minute what you're showing there. I just came across this.
No, I have the movie. Jason Pankokey, that I've tried to get on the show so fucking much. I'm still pushing. I just talked to him about it a week ago. God damn it. Get on the show with me, man. I haven't hung out with you in so long. I miss you. And he bought that for me for my birthday. Like,
imagine that animal.
10 years
To
ago.
Mrs. Kissels.
It's a murder. It's a true story.
Really?
But that's the New York side of the family because they only have the one L. So their name is actually Kissel. It's the double L's in my name. A double consonant with a vowel followed by a double consonant means it's a soft vowel.
Mm.
And that's why our name is Kissel, not Kissel. But I get called Kissel all the time, and I'll answer to it, but I don't like it. Why? Because it makes me sound like a fucking German officer.
Are you sure it's Kissel or Kaisel?
Well, actually, you could say that. You could say that. And
Herr
I would answer to that too. Because that's what Josh called me, Herr Kaisel. Josh called me that. It started when I told him that he was a bad Jew. And I've told that before. You know the story, right? Where
but
I'm talking to him and I said, look, I just did some research, because there are all these claims that the Jews run Hollywood. And I said, that can't be true. And he says, why'd you tell him that? I said, because your career sucks. It's either that or you're a terrible Jew. Actual conversation with Josh Becker. And he goes, oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
His career really sucked. He was so unsuccessful, man. I loved him. I miss him. Knowing that I will never be able to talk to him again is why. Because I can never talk to him again. And I was just talking to someone about it. I said that I stopped talking to him. And they thought that he got mad at me. And I said, no. He blamed me for something that he shouldn't have blamed me for. That it had nothing to do with me. That he was basically ignoring his own part in the decision making. I'm like, you're the client. Yes, I like this guy's work, but he's not reliable. And I didn't know that until later. And once I found out, I was like, oh man, it's too fucking late now. And then the guy kind of fell out and left me to do everything. And I'm like, I've got a fucking job. I can't do this, And so Josh said something very unkind to me. And I just said, you know what? I don't need your fucking bullshit. And
After
he felt
that,
bad
you
for
were
it.
really not to blame for ending the contact with him.
But I should have answered him when he was trying to get a hold of me back in before he died.
Yeah, you need to let go of that because
Just
you
a
can't
few
go
weeks.
back and change it.
Well, I'll never know if he knew something was going on that, maybe he was trying to, because I was told by other people that he was trying to get a hold of me and that he felt really bad. And that's what I was told. And so I'm sorry. I've got fucking regret, man. Look, I love it. There are two different philosophies You have not lived, one should not live with regret. You should just always be moving forward. Whatever happens, happens. That's the Taoist approach. But then another philosophy says one has not lived a life until you have learned regret.
I'm with the Taoists.
Yeah.
I am with the Taoists as well, but there's still that lingering thing with me that I fucking have regrets. I don't let them stop me. I don't, but I do have them, and I regret not taking the calls from him. And I fucking hate myself for being that hard-nosed, because people don't know, like, once I make a decision, the decision is made. I don't like, what's that called? I don't hem and haw. I'm not a hand wringer. I just make a decision, and it's like, that's it. Whatever, damn what happens, And I think that's the way you should be in life. But I also think that you should be open to stuff later, that if somebody wants to make amends with you, you should. John Wayne was like that too, but he was so hard-nosed that he would cut people off that still loved him.
I mean,
just pissed him off. What?
If there a change in circumstance or you get across new information, you should undo a decision.
No, I'm always willing to. I have forgiven people. And that person, in fact, who caused those troubles, they are invited back into my life. I'm not ever going to have them on the show again or work with me, but I will absolutely be friends with them. The same thing with Craig Zwiner before he died. A few years before he died, we reconnected. And it wasn't like it was all that long. It was about a period of 4 years where I just wouldn't talk to him because of all the shit that went down with TruckNet. And, but I did get them back. And Anima, you know the story, what I did. That I began working 4 hours a day, but billed for 8 to get back for the money that they stole from me. And I pretty much got all of it back. Not all of it, but I got close enough that I'm happy with it. And what I love is that when we reconnected, he and I, he was so happy that I didn't hold any grudges against him. And I said, well, you'll find it funny why. And then I told him, and he had one of those voices like Nick Nolte, like he was a 12-pack a day smoker. That's why he died. And he thought that was hilarious that I fucking worked 4 hours, billed for 8. Got my money back out of him. You always were one of the smartest sons of bitches I ever knew. You just, if anybody could get us, it would be you. Did I see something right now? Oh, her last name is German?
Yeah, she says many people in her class have German names.
That's interesting. Well, the name Geisel is a German name, but you'll find it in France. Because that's where Dr. Seuss's family was from the French region. But it is originally a German name. It's a Germanic name. And I do believe the name means he who holds his pencil or upright, holds his pencil upright. That's not what it means.
No. Now I'm thinking of Top Secret. She whose breast defies gravity.
She whose breast, Hillary, it means she whose breasts defy gravity. That's so fucking funny. She goes, so what's your name? And he's like, my name's Nick. My dad came up with the name while he was shaving.
Okay.
You like that movie, so you can't like, I like that joke. Because you laughed at that joke.
Maybe.
Oh, man.
I don't remember
No,
it.
I do. Fisher. Okay. My buddy in the Army, and he's still my friend. His name is Kyle Fisher, spelled the same way. And he's from New Orleans. He's got one of those wild fucking New Orleans accents. He's clearly from the French district, because he's got a thick accent. And I could never imitate it, man. I can't imitate that fucking accent to save my life. But I loved it the way he would say my name. And I remember, like, I kept calling him Fish. And he's like,
Because of Barney Miller?
no, because my brother Steve. But thanks for ruining the story. So I was like,
Excuse me for talking.
So he's like, hey man, I hate to ask you to do this, but would you please stop calling me Fish? My name is Fisher. I'm not a fish. And I said, oh, but it's good enough for my brother to be named Fish. And he's like, oh, I don't mean anything. And I'm like, I'm just fucking with you. That's fine. Because my brother's name is Fish. Last name is Fish. My brother is Susan, Stephen, well, Stephen, Susan, and Jim Fish. And then I swear to Christ, fucking put a muzzle on that cat or feed her.
It's not feeding that she wants.
She wants to be petted.
Then
She wants
throw
to
her
play.
or whatever the fuck it is she wants. Yet
She
toss
wants
her
to
around the room.
play.
She will stop. You throw her over, just keep throwing her on the bed. Just like, of course, my cat liked that. My cat thought that was fucking awesome. It would like come running back at me to do it again. But I had like one of those crazy fucking, like, what do they call that? People who like to jump and climb buildings without ropes and shit. What's that
Climbers?
called? That
Base jumpers.
no, the people that like that excitement, skydiving and shit like that.
Adrenaline junkie.
Yes, there you go. That was my cat.
No, your cat thought it was a dog.
Okay, hold on. My name translates to he who smacks seal on the head. Yeah. And of course, it's a harp seal, which I always thought, you know, like, haven't you ever considered maybe not killing, but playing the harp seal?
You made. You forced my hand.
No, it was needed. I want you to do that after every one of my bad jokes. And I know they're bad jokes when I make them, which makes them even funnier to me when nobody laughs. I think it's hilarious. But no. Is it Alsace or is it Alsace? Because I think my dad said it Alsace, Lorraine.
Alsace.
Alsace, Lorraine. And a lot of things that I learned from my dad that always annoys me to this day is I'm not saying it right. But the reason I'm not saying it right is because I never saw it in its written form. He would say things to me, and I would try to guess at how he's saying it. Okay, so I said it right. Okay. Yeah, harp ale. Hey, good story. My buddy, I've been trying to get him to come on the show too. Ricky Chaka, my East End London buddy. And we've been friends for 27 years of friendship. And whenever he comes here, I'm always his translator when we would go out because nobody could understand his fucking accent, what the fuck he was saying. But girls were like, oh, I like your accent. I don't know what you're saying, but I really like it. You know, and he served in the British military. One of the places he had to serve was Northern Ireland. And he went into a pub one night. And this is right near the end of his tour of duty, too. Perfect. Because he went into this Irish pub and fucking ordered a black and tan. And it's one of those moments where the piano stops and everybody stops talking moments for him. It got super fucking quiet in that pub. And he's like, what the fuck did I do wrong? And he's like curious. And so the bartender looks at him, doesn't say anything at first, and then walks over, makes it for him. And if you don't know what a black and tan is, look it up. It's a very good drink. It's a half and half of Bass Ale and Guinness. and he gets the fucking drink, and the guy tells him, "Drink it and go, and don't come back." And he says, "And when you go into an Irish pub, don't order a black and tan." And that's all he told him. And then he went back, told his CO what happened. The CO was like, "What did you do? Like, why would you do that?" He goes, "Don't you know what a black and tan is?" And Ricky had no fucking idea. He doesn't know any history. He's fucking, flunked out of school, went straight into the army, and because they would do that over there. And especially due to the fact that you had to do your service at that time when he served. And he's like, "Yeah, the black and tans were the soldiers that captured and killed a lot of Irish, and they're not very popular in Ireland." It's not a good idea to say that there. Ruck? What? East End as opposed to your back. Oh, back door, Martin. Martin?
I'm on
Oh.
it. I'm on it.
I didn't know if you were here.
That was a fish, Pijateras.
God damn it, the banner.
Say hi to us.
Hey. Hi, Regis. Royal Ulster Constability is what.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. God damn it. Yes, that's it right there. Those are the black and
Constabulary.
tans.
Oh,
They're the black and tans. I'm trying to find a picture for you guys.
Can they just change the name of the drink?
No,
Or
that is the drink.
I don't know, being less dodgy about things? Humans are always finding a way to hate each other. I don't get that.
My hand's shaking so bad right now. It's ridiculous. Here we go. So now I'm going to share this with you. Share screen. That is why they were called that. It's the color of the uniform.
Oh, the soldiers. I thought you were going to show the drink.
I will. So that's where the name came from. And then black and tan drink, and there you go. Because of the different gravity and of the drinks, the Bass Ale goes straight to the bottom. And so what's amazing is, all thanks to physics, that as you drink and you turn that bottle or glass, as you turn it to drink, it goes like this all the way into your mouth. So you get 50-50 black and tan with every drink, if you drink it correctly. So that's the black and tan, and it is a very good drink, and I highly recommend it to anybody. So let's see if we got some more photos to go through with Missing in Action here. We got a couple of minutes. So this is right before the axe attack from his former torturer, who comes up behind him on another boat, sneaks on board, and tries to use an axe against him. In fact, this is before that photo. That takes place before. The set dressings in this are actually pretty good. That's the guy that tries to axe attack him later, and he gets murdered. And she's kind of 80s pretty. She's got the 80s makeup, which I don't like. I also like that
Oh
Chuck Norris
my-
doesn't blink when he fires. So many actors blink.
Look at this.
Straight to the bottom. That's a man after my own heart. Let me tell you. And again, in movie making, to get this much flame, they double because they're blanks. You can actually load more gunpowder in them than you actually have in actual, bullets. In the shell, there's more gunpowder in the blank shell than you can put in a bullet shell. So there you go. You get these huge flames, and the reason why is that the camera opens its lens 24 times, but that also means that it's closed 24 times in that 1 second. And thus, you only see half of what's happening. And so often, if you use a regular load on the gun or the bullet, the flame that comes out, that little flame, it won't be very big, and it will only be for that instant. And often the cameras won't pick it up. And so
Dude.
they make extra hot loads for movies.
According to IMDb, Van Damme was in this movie.
Oh, you were gone. Yes, he was.
Yeah, we brought that up while you were gone.
He's not in it like as an actor. He's in it as a stuntman because he was friends with Chuck Norris and studied under Chuck Norris here in the United States. And a lot of people don't fucking know that he had a close relationship with Chuck Norris and trained with him, which I think is wonderful. And there is this connection between Van Damme, Chuck Norris, Van Damme, Stallone. Oddly, not much between Schwarzenegger and Van Damme, but both Schwarzenegger and Stallone weren't just paying attention to each other in the 80s. They paid attention to every action star and how many kills they got. That is why when Rambo came out, he got 6 more kills than Chuck Norris when First Blood Part 2 comes out.
Yep.
But here you go. So, yeah, you can drop that down. And he can do this.
Wait.
Exercise equipment. So Jean-Claude Van Damme was one of the missing in action stuntmen preceding his breakthrough role in Bloodsport. I think it's fucking awesome. And Chuck Norris gave him a lot of fucking help. Look, man, I'll give you this, man. When it came to guys coming up, Stallone helped Van Damme, and so did Chuck Norris. Now, on another actor, Stallone also helped another actor. Do you know what actor that was? You get an action career.
Not Richard Gere.
Oh God.
They hate each other. No, fucking Rutger Hauer.
Really?
Yes, Stallone. He went to Stallone. Like he got that movie, Wanted Dead or Alive, and he didn't know how to do that kind of movie. So he went straight to Stallone. How do I play this character? And Stallone sat down with him, worked it out, read the script with him, and told him how to do it. And when you see him in that movie, that was kind of thanks to Stallone helping him out. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Also, he's quasi in Predator.
Yeah.
Because there are 2 scenes that were actually him that they used in the movie. But they did the digital thing to it to where you don't notice it. It's sort of like when you watch the movie Aliens, there's a scene with the original Hicks.
Yes.
One scene, right when they're walking into the alien, you see the alien shit suddenly showing up down in the processor, the oxygen processing unit. And as they go deep down in there and you start seeing the organic shit that the aliens have started building, that Hicks' back is actually the other actor. Yeah. He's in a breakdancing film, one of the breaking films. It's funny. All right. Let me wrap this shit up because we're done. All right. And did you give him his backdoor video?
Yeah, I make one.
Okay. All right. So that's it, guys. We're the fuck out of here. I want to thank everybody for showing up today. We got Christian DeLorme, Gambit, Slasher Fred, Andy Morrow, Glenn Fleming, James Jameson, Emmanuel, Sandra Hammerschlag, Country Shape Media, Snorty, Shinatsky, and of course Regis is sort of here, quasi here, through Emmanuel, because he said hi to us. So that counts. But that's it, guys. We're going to get the hell out of here. Everybody have a good Monday. And look, guys, you guys voted. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Shit. I forgot.
Oh my God, look what Stedowski's saying here. Where's the Breaking reboot? No, bad Stedowski. Bad.
I wouldn't go to see it, but fuck it. Like dance movies, fuck yeah, get them in there.
Well, we have it.
It's even better today.
We had it with the Australian dancer Reagan in the Olympiad.
Oh my God! Don't even mention her. That was so cringy.
Electric Boogaloo. All right, so we have 100% vote on afternoons, so we can start doing a show in the afternoon. Hey, this is where two people can basically fuck with everybody. Like, hey man, you weren't there. You should have been there. You had your chance. Election day. I'll probably do a poll on YouTube too before we do it.
Yeah, you should.
I think we should.
You need to do one of an X.
I think so too, but definitely get with Joe too and Pope about changing the time slot. Joe and Pope.
I don't know who those people are.
Fuck off! Just end the show.
I keyed. All right, let's get this going.
Skibbity spin. Stop. Hammer time.
Because the original song is actually kind of fun to listen to, and that's why Martin hates it so much. It's fucked up. This episode is brought to you by Martin's hair.
It never looked like that.
He's a trouble did is sexy. It never looked like it. Yeah. All right, so we're out of here, guys. Everybody have a good Monday and have a good week. We will see you again on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we are doing which movie? Chuck
Lone
Norris
Wolf.
movie? Oh, yeah. Oh, we got to watch that today. Oh, yeah. We got to watch that today. We're watching that today. I fucking love that movie. Yeah. Because there are two movies that I think are very similar. Is that movie and Extreme Prejudice are two films that I feel quasi-connected. Action films that take place over the same shit. And it's the movie that inspired Walker, Texas Ranger. In fact, the creator of Lone Wolf McQuade has a beef with Chuck Norris over the creation of that show because he was clearly, obviously inspired by the movie, his character, and he didn't get anything, not even a thank you. So anyway, that's it, guys. We're out of here. Everybody have a good day, and we will see you on Wednesday. Don't forget, tomorrow the Chief is going to be doing a movie. I forgot what it is. You can say what it is, Martin.
Juror number 2. Directed by Clint.
Yeah, good film. Good film. I like the ambiguous ending, but I don't think it's ambiguous at all. I think it's obvious. There's only one thing that can happen at this point. So if you cut, like when you watch that ending, with that happening, there's only one outcome, really. So we're out of here, guys. See you later. Bye now.
Bye.
Matt Damon.